Yeah. What's going on, guys? GTO Thoughts Podcast, SoundCloud, Stitcher, YouTube, Facebook, Twitter. Episode 13, I believe. I don't even know what episode we're on now, boys and girls. Day 13. This is a podcast where I break down my days that I'm doing during this 84-hour-a-week challenge. Been doing a couple of these on my main channel and a couple of these most of them on my other channel, which is this one right here. Today is Christmas. It's actually 12:40 right now, so it's not Christmas anymore. But today, I got to say, boys and girls, I'm going to rate today as one of the lowest grades possible for a day in terms of getting things done. I decided to take off this day. So I had to get done my challenges, but I decided just to kind of take this day off from thinking, from stressing, from really fucking, worrying too much. I did get some pretty cool gifts from the family today. I got these chess boxer briefs right here, and you guys know what chess means. I mean, I couldn't believe I got it. I'm like, man, this is some crazy stuff. I got these got a bunch of like socks, and man, this is also, I got these like poker, like gambling things, but this has been my worst day of my diet of the year. I've just like got all this candy and this like junk food from my parents, and like, oh man, I feel like a waste. I don't know how people do this every day. I mean, especially after having such great days. I actively decided to take today off, but man, I could have put a little bit more into it though. But yeah, we'll kind of start challenges though. I woke up at 10 a.m. today, got right out of bed, which is happy about that. Definitely building up some pretty good habits for just getting straight out of bed, not fucking around on my phone. PLO social media posts, haven't made that yet. GTO social media posts, made a couple of those on my Twitter, and those were good ones. Basically, one is about on Christmas. Let me practice my new voice I got. On Christmas, it's like a deep down in your stomach, and you breathe deep in there, and it comes out of there from your voice, and you say, "Big Poppy." You say things like that. I'm working on this voice. I don't know. I've been learning this new voice, this new thing. So, but yeah, this thing where it's a Hail Mary text. It's on Christmas or any holidays. You send it to someone that you want to connect with. Friend, a family, a woman, whatever. I got maybe 7 today from some women. Shout out to the women. I got a couple from dudes too, but there are always these Hail Marys. Basically, the point of the Christmas holiday text is to reconnect with that special someone. So you send them a Merry Christmas. Maybe you send them a personalized message, and the goal is to engage in some sort of conversation with them. And normally, I've used this in the past to connect with women that you'd like to have sex with, typically. Or date. I mean, let's not fuck around, man. I don't know. I mean, back in the day, listen, I haven't done this stuff really in the past. I've kind of had, I've been dating people on New Year's Eve, but man, when I was younger, I don't even know. I mean, I thought I came up with the idea or something like that. Now it's a little more mainstream. I mean, yeah, I got some today from some girls. You don't expect them to give them to you, and I don't know, man. I don't know. I feel like God, I don't even know how fucking freely I can talk in this thing. I don't know who's watching these, honestly. I don't know who's watching these. Shout out to the stalkers, but oh fucking man, whatever, man. It's 12:45. Who's gonna watch this, right? I mean, whatever, right, whatever. But yeah, some of the women that sent me these texts, I mean, it's like, I don't know. There's one for sure, things would probably be different if situations were different. But for the most part, I mean, I don't know. I feel like I'm trying to stay pretty focused right now. I'm trying to really focus on myself, my diet, my workouts, my habits, my mindset, my GTO club, my content, my podcast. So I don't necessarily have much time in my life right now to have conversations with people with women, or even people in general who I think I enjoy talking to, but overall, I don't know when I'm going to see them. I don't necessarily know where it leads with the conversation we have together. So yeah, I don't know. I sort of resisted. I didn't respond to any of them, to be honest with you, and I probably won't. I have this really bad habit. It's something I've never actually talked about, but if we're going to get into it, I had this terrible habit of just not responding to people. And I don't know where it comes from. I think it's just because I'm so, I don't know. But like on Facebook, on Twitter, DMs, on text. I mean, there's sometimes in text I have like 80 text, unread texts I just haven't responded to. And I know it's like, okay, like first world problems and shit, but like, I don't even know where it stems from, really. I'm not sure where it comes from. I don't know if it's like, I don't know. I don't really know. I already got to talk about that more when I got a little more energy in me right now, but I'm ready to go to bed, trying to get to bed right now at 1 a.m. So I don't know where it comes from. I think we talked in the last video about some sort of anxiety. I don't know if it's anxiety. I don't really know what. I think it's more of like not really understanding the value of not really understanding the value of maintaining having certain relationships with people, even though I know there is value. But I think a lot of the times I spend so much energy into these conversations that ultimately, they don't lead to anywhere. And finally, you're just kind of like, well, what's the point really of some of these conversations? And I don't think that's a good way to look at it. But I mean, I don't know, man. That kind of goes back to what made me successful at everything I do, which is I'm pretty, I like to do things by myself for the most part. I'm not really big on, I've maintained a lot of relationships in the past years, but I think when I don't really see a lot of those people, for the most part, I'm not the best online relationship maintainer. So people that I see in my life, or, maybe particular certain women, I'm better at maintaining relationships with. But when it comes to people I see once or twice a year, I've never been the best at that. And I don't know. I think it's something I'd like to work at. I think, yeah, I don't know. I don't know, boys and girls. Shout out to my mom. She got me this for Christmas. I decided to wear this, rocking this man here, about it buttoned up to the top, man. We got the hair down to the side right now. Feeling good, looking good, debatably. But yeah, I also put something on Twitter about, what else did I put on? I don't even fucking remember. Honestly, I don't know. I'm trying this thing where I don't know. I put the shorts. I put these on there. Bam. I put something on there about the great game of PLO. And then I got my PLO tweet in when I said to my friend Johnny Spicer, remember the GTO club, you probably folded 3 bets in position at PLO if you don't buy into this, when he said something. So I got my PLO tweet in for the day. I got my GTO related tweet in for the day, which is good. And books today, you know what, man? I don't know. We got so many great recommendations on last night's episode. Shout out to everybody who commented on last night's episode, by the way. Shout out to everybody who comes to this second channel and watches it and makes it this far in here. I mean, like I said yesterday, I'm mainly doing these for myself. If some people like them, some people watch them, some people get things from them. But I kind of look at it like this. And, I don't know if this sounds like too crazy or too whatever or not, but, I think it's pretty rare that you get to hear somebody who's a psychotic person who's been able to achieve things that not many people are able to achieve, whether it's having success at poker, whether it's the achievements I've had in poker with my prop bets, whether it's building a successful podcast, personal brand, whatever, from the fucking my second bedroom in my place. And now from starting a business, and I'm in the early stages right now, 4 months in, and this is going to be something that, I think is going to be really fucking special. I think it's rare that somebody just talks about that experience with people and shares that and talks about the good and bad and ups and downs and all that kind of shit. So, hopefully a couple people out there get a little bit from it, enjoy it, whatever it is. I don't know, man. I don't even know what I'm trying to fucking say, honestly. Tired. I got to start doing these when I got more energy during the day. But yeah, read over some books again today. Magic of Thinking Big. We're back on that one in the Be Obsessed or Be Average book. But I was thinking about, before I recorded this, I was like, all right, what did I take away from that? And I don't know. I feel like it's all I feel like I got too much stuff in my mind I'd like to do, or I'd like to be like, and it kind of like comes to you at certain times. But I don't know. I feel like I should really lay out what exactly I am. What am I? I don't know. What kind of person am I? Am I still someone who has these big dreams? Am I still somebody who really believes in helping people out, really, really believe in being positive? I really believe in, is that who I'm telling myself? Is that what I try to say? I mean, it feels like that's kind of how I am now. But I think a lot of other times, I feel like I'm sort of making myself continue to work hard at a lot of different things that ultimately I don't necessarily think or know if they're that important, just as I've been learning more and more things. And, I don't know. I'm not sure yet, but that could be a cause of a lot of different things as well too. Just not sure yet. But I think when a lot of people get in this phase where they're unsure sometimes, they let it affect them negatively, and they let it affect them where they don't do anything. Whereas I'm still trying to fucking crush it right now. I'm still trying to really do great at what I'm trying to do. Always do my best. I think that's one of the biggest things I've taken away and learned. And always do my best. Don't make assumptions. Don't let what people say about you. I think this is the one, actually. That don't let people, what they say about you, impact you. So like I was always like that in some ways. I mean, I used it. You see people's things and they're like, you're shit at this, or like you fucking suck at this. And like, yeah, you want to defend yourself. I think anyone that's like, oh, just forget it. I mean, you still want to defend yourself. Someone's saying like, you're fucking awful. I mean, you want to say something back, but it doesn't really affect me. It never stays with me. I mean, I can't remember anything anyone said that stays with me ever. I mean, it just doesn't, because for better or worse, I just have, I don't know. It doesn't matter to me. I think once you realize if you have belief in yourself, you can do anything you want. I think when you have confidence in yourself that you can learn or get better at whatever it is, I think when you know that you've accomplished things that you should feel proud of, I think that, when you really start learning more about like inner happiness and happiness with yourself, you don't necessarily need this validation from others, or you don't need people's words, and they're always nice, but at the same time you don't need them to be happy or to feel like you've done something good or great or whatever. And I think for myself right now, I'm a little bit like, people use that as motivation, but I don't really feel like I want to or need to prove anybody wrong. I don't feel like I need to impress anybody. I don't feel like I need to, because like sometimes people take shots. They say things. I've heard a couple of people say things like, I'm not the most professional, which I'm not. I could be doing things a lot better in terms of getting my stuff out there and building some relationships and networking and all that stuff like that. And I definitely could. But where in the past some of that might fueled me, and it's like come up a couple there. I can remember one specific time where it kind of came up, but for the most part, just doesn't really. Like, I don't know. I come back home, even when I go places where like I go to New York City and I feel a little bit of inspiration around certain people, but really like I don't necessarily want that lifestyle. I don't need that lifestyle. For better or worse, I've learned to be pretty happy and pretty much enjoy myself and make the best of whatever my situation is. And I don't think that attitude is like an attitude that's going to get you the most greatest success, I guess, depending on what your viewpoint of success is. Because if you're happy with any situation you're in, it's very hard to, like why, like, I guess then it's because you always want to do your best, or you want to challenge yourself, or you want to see what you're made of. You want to see what you got. But I mean, I don't know. I feel like I already know what I got. I feel like I already know what I'm made of in a lot of ways. And I think I'll still keep learning more and more about that as I go along. But at the same time, I don't necessarily like, I don't know. I proved people wrong in the past at things, and, I don't know. I think now, honestly, man, I don't know. I'd be pretty happy with like whatever my situation was, really. If I was single here forever, I'd be happy with that. If I was married here, I'd live by my family, I'd be happy with that. If I lived a chess playing life forever, I mean, I'd be happy with that too. If I kept podcasting and we had 100 people watching it forever, I'd be pretty happy with that too. Honestly, I just would. So the GTO club stayed at 15 guys forever, I'd be pretty happy with that too. We'd be fucking crushing it, man. I couldn't even imagine. That might be the best thing, honestly. We'd be dominating, man. We'd be killing it, man. Whatever it is we want to get to, we would be crushing it. We'd be crushing it, man. But, I don't know. I don't know. I always feel like I have a pretty special opportunity in my life right now to achieve things and have an opportunity that most people, I guess most people, I don't know, man, they desire, they dream about, they wish they could have. And maybe it's a time that I might look back on and regret that I didn't do more. I didn't pursue it to its full potential. But at the same time, I don't really have regret. I've lost $500,000 before. I don't have regret about that. I think that was one of the greatest things that happened to me. That was a turning point for my life for the better. And I would think that way about almost anything that happened to me. Honestly, I think I would, even no matter what, anything negative, positive. I got paralyzed. I mean, yeah, I guess that would be terrible, but I don't know. I would just find a way to, what can you really do about that if that happened, I guess. So I don't know. Make it work, man. I'll be the best paralyzed version of myself I could be. Paralyzed Poppy. That'd be my name, man. Can I talk? Can we do a pod still? Fuck, man. Can I play poker? Paralyzed Poppy. They'd be calling me Paralyzed Poppy. Paralyzed Poppy. I guess they'd call me something like that. We got one live viewer out there. Shout out to you, live viewer. You're not chatting, but you gave it a thumbs up. I appreciate that. Much love, my friend. Much love. But yeah, back to the challenges. So books. Got to think of a new strat for the books. Club meeting and messages are off until tomorrow. Best of podcast clip. Do something uncomfortable each day. Actually ties in with conversation with someone inspiring, and so I'm going to do this conversation with someone inspiring. I'm going to do this uncomfortable thing. So today was actually, I don't know why it makes me uncomfortable, but just kind of reaching out to a family member you don't talk too much for whatever reason. It's not, I don't know, it just happens. It just, you don't talk to each other and whatever, but reached out to a family member of mine and had a great conversation. They said some things. I mean, they said things to me that most people say to me. And definitely a little bit of inspiration in that conversation too. A little bit of inspiration in that conversation. I don't know, man. I don't know. I feel like a lot of the inspiration I might gain is a lot of people who either say things that build you up or say things that give you ideas for things you can do, whether it's expanding or growing or whatever. And I'm just not sure if that's really the way I want to go. I don't know, man. I feel like I'm having a fucking, the more I learn, the more courses I take, the less and less inclined I am to pursue this idea of big as you can be, as popular as you can be, and all this stuff like that. So yeah, GTO Thoughts video we're recording right now. Here we are, almost 1 a.m. Marketing course study. I just took my I Will Teach You to Be Rich, loaded it up a little bit. What did I even take away from it? I mean, I guess I didn't, right? Maybe I need to really start bringing some fucking notes to this one, because I just took it in bed. I mean, I'm not there's basically how it's set up is there's 4 different steps. There's probably 100 different modules that have different stuff in there. So basically what you could do is you read one, it has all different sorts of things in there. It has content. It has breakdown of other people's stuff. It has a bunch of ideas for different businesses. It has sales tactics. It has marketing tactics. It has all these different things in there. And yeah, that's sort of what I was looking through right now. And I don't know, man. I don't know. Not even sure what my next step is with things, really. I feel like right now I'm in a time where I can just kind of wait, really solidify what's happening right now, solidify the structure and setup I have right now. I think we have 15 guys in the group. I love the group right now, man. I love it. I mean, we could have more, but I don't know if we need more, right? I think it'd be fun, but I don't know if it's necessary to have more people in there, really. I think I'd like to, I don't know. Maybe it is. Maybe it is for what I'm looking for, really. Maybe that type of person I'm looking for, maybe it is necessary. Decide that this week. Share one thing I learned or did amazing today. I did an amazing job at eating like shit today. That's what I did, boys and girls. I did an amazing job of eating like shit. I did a good job of being a little bit more vulnerable in this sort of video than I normally am in things. And I guess it just goes back to, I don't know. Something my buddy Jonah, my wizard, told me, man. he said that he said something to me that was interesting, and it kind of goes back to that. And so, so yeah, what I do amazing today? Amazing job eating like shit. Did I learn anything today? Maybe I didn't. Wow. Got nothing. 2 people watching. Much love. Much love. 2 stalkers that don't chat. Much love. Much love. But yeah, that's it. We're back tomorrow. We're gonna try to crush tomorrow. Get back on the horse. Get back after it. Enjoy our day off from Christmas, and try to make some magic happen tomorrow. Get after it. Wake up early. Get our 50-minute first thing in. Our stretching. Our water. Our brainstorming. 20 minutes in our notebook, writing down our 2 big things, our 3 big things, and what we're going to do that day, who we need to talk to. I got to release some podcasts tomorrow. I need to record a couple things with the team, Bill Perkins, as well. Need to set up a Wednesday podcast as well, and just keep working at it, man. That's it, guys, girls. I'm out. SoundCloud, YouTube, Stitcher, Facebook, FaceSwap, Snapchat. Thank you guys for listening, watching. Much love. Adios.